to my channel. My name is Peter. I was born in Europe, a Christian society. So this is my background. For the rest, I don't hold any pretensions, but is what is. Tathata, Buddha calls it. Today, my objective is to speak a little about this new age which we are living today from this perspective. But first of all, I would like to say a little about all this in general. We need to understand that the Bible is not one book. It's a compilation of books. There is the story of our creation and, let's say, the prophets. This is the perspective I will speak about today. The story of our creations now with the Enuma Elish, the Sumerian clay tablets. I will speak about this, more about this later. Has been published, good translations. We've learned that these first Bible books were derived directly from these older scriptures. So these old religions, we need to leave them behind. One world, one humanity. This is the vision I want to share with you. So, China, Middle East, welcome. Second of all, language changes. This is also, language is not a static thing. Over the years, the meaning of words, there's many ways to say something. So all this has to be taken in account. So this is also my objective here, to translate these older scriptures into a modern language. Taking, of course, some of these pearls that have been put there. The prophets have said great things about all this. In this sense, I took the liberty to, speaking of the prophets, what they have said about this new age, about these changes which are happening now. There is also one thing I'd like to say. I took the liberty to change one word in this whole story. The end of times. What does that mean? So I will speak of the end of this era. The prophets were living in the era of passion, and we have actually, I think 1962 it was, we have moved to Aquarius. So, to translate, the prophets were saying, in the end of this era, passion, when we will move into the new era, the new times, Aquarius. Just to make clear, this is the basic thing I'm sharing with you here. From there on, let us say let us speak a bit more about, let us say a few things about what the prophets were trying to communicate. They were prophets, to make it clear, had visions of the future times to come. I'm saying these are the times we are living them. So, of course, there's the book of Revelations, John, but very abstract. There is Zechariah. But I will speak mostly in the Christian terminology, because this is, as a child, I listened to the Bible every day. My mother did not let us leave the table. Protestant Christian environment. So this is my background. But to the Muslims, I would like to say, with all respect, I even agree, the Christian church was created declaring Jesus the only begotten Son of God. No, Jesus was a master and a prophet. So I speak about him in this respect. A master, yes, but there have been many. Which already mentioned Buddha, Lao Tzu. So I've got nothing to do with all these organizations, institutions that were created in their name. And I agree with the Muslims saying, no, there is Mohammed, there are many other prophets. I fully agree. And just to make clear that I am not in any little square. So the end times, the end of this era, moving into the new era. Now it's happening. They spoke of there will be wars, rumors of wars, all kinds of diseases, pandemics. They have predicted all this, they have seen all this, and they have shared this vision with us. Obviously, this is what is happening today. They have been sharing these visions for us to help us deal with these changes. But prophecies are not fixed things. Zechariah literally saying, prophecies are to help you, to help us taking the right decisions, and they can be changed. They are not fixed, they are not judgments. So all these things need to be very clearly understood. And yes, let's study a bit what they said, what they were trying to convey. And from there on, take our own decisions. And yes, they can be helpful. Speaking about myself, I left these institutions behind. I do not identify, I don't define myself as a Christian. National, religious, racial identities, it doesn't mean anything to me. I've traveled half of the planet and I've lost them. So I was born, yes, it's a fact. I was born in a place called the Netherlands, but I do not identify with these things. Again, one humanity, one world. And this is a fact. If you look in the map, there are a few lines. Who put them there? They existentially, they do not exist. So we are fighting all these wars and having all this. All wars were created because of these divisions, religious divisions. Muslims fighting Christians, fighting national, my country. Meaningless. They don't have any existential value. You are the size of your consciousness. And this is the only criteria. To me, this is the only criteria. So, just to make clear where I'm coming from. Zen. I'm on nobody's side. I've cleaned myself completely from this kind of identifications. I don't represent anybody except the light of my own consciousness, which is what I'm sharing here. There is a beautiful story in the Islamic version of Revelations. When these times we are living now, as I explained, come, there will be the evil king reigning from his throne. But beautiful. It says that when we actually go there and try to find out, we will not find anyone there. Only his staff. To me, this means this whole nightmare we are passing through is just a consequence, is just something that was created a long time ago, but there's nobody there. There's no physical human being sitting on this throne. Only the staff. Only we still live in this kind of matrix which was created. As I said in my first videos, I speak exactly exposing all this. For now, I will talk a bit more about all this in the next video. Namaste.